Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to It's a Work Thing podcast, where we talk about everything and nothing, and we call it work. And that's how I found out that a drug mule is not a breed of horse.
You have your button.
What?
Our button.
This is a great start.
There it is. He remembers it.
How does he nail it? He's been here for a total of an hour and a half. Nick has had this thing in his possession for 5 months, and Nick can't figure out the 4 buttons.
And on that note,
Hi, Nick.
welcome everybody to It's a Work Thing podcast.
I'm Zach.
And Zach's here in place of Nick, as you haven't noticed. They do look very similar, so
Yes.
I mean, it may throw you guys off. It is.
Spitting image.
It's not Nick.
I'm not Nick. I'm Zach
Zach.
with a Z.
But one of these times, Nick, we'll get you with Zach. It'll be a great time. We'll have our couches out and really style it up in here. What I want to start off with is, Zach, I want you to tell us a personal story of when you were younger. And we talk a lot about how you have that old lady that is targeting you and that is passive aggressive.
I'm glad you used the word targeting. Yes, she is targeting me. I feel like a victim.
Well, Zach had that going on for him when he was younger.
But it was not an old woman. It was a middle-aged dog. A beagle named Waldo, to be specific.
Beagle.
So,
And Waldo and I were not...
Wait, Waldo is a terrific name for a dog. Because you can literally just walk into any room and be like, "Where's Waldo?"
Where's Waldo? I'll tell you where Waldo was. He was in our front yard, and he ought not have been. Because we had a chocolate lab at the time named Howie, and he'd always get him worked up and get him in trouble, taking him off out of the front yard. So we tried as many measures as possible to get Waldo out of our front yard and keep him out of our front yard. And this just didn't sit right with Waldo. I guess he had a problem with it. And one day I had a basketball sitting in the front yard, and this is verifiable. I used to have pictures of it, and both Hillary and Caleb can verify that this story is true. Waldo put his back legs onto my basketball and pooped right on top of it.
I know who Waldo's owner is. I go to the gym with her.
He did. He pooped right on top of my basketball. Like, this was a pointed effort. He had the entire yard, and he acrobatically put his back legs on my basketball and pooped on top of it.
You ate the entire wheel of cheese and you pooped in the refrigerator?
I'm not even mad.
I'm just impressed.
what's the best part about it is his mom, Deb, will tell the story. That the first time I ever heard the story was from Deb's perspective. And then I got to hear Zach's perspective because Deb's like, I'm at work and I get a call from Zach who is frantic and is mad.
I was hot. I was hopped up.
She goes, he was crying mad, like he was so angry.
Well, we didn't say this 3 years ago.
This happened like a couple weeks ago.
Freaking Waldo.
Happened yesterday. I just,
Waldo, if you're listening from
came
hell,
home from work and
screw
his
you.
basketball was pooped on in the front yard. So whenever we were in Minnesota, I'd take my dog for a walk all the time. We walked past the school, and there was this van full of Mexican people that were all sitting there like waiting in line to get out of the parking lot. Mm-hmm. And my dog is trying to poop, and he had eaten one of the strings off of his string toy. So he's like struggling.
Yeah.
He is pushing, and that string's just staying there. And like this family of Mexican people are sitting in their vehicle, and it starts out with the kids are all kind of like looking at the dog, and then they're all getting out of their seats and moving forward in the van to watch this dog struggle. So this dog is struggling for like a minute, and he's just sitting there like,
Take a picture, white
trying to go like that. And I start to feel bad for him, so I have the bag to pick up his poop, and I just reach over I grab a hold of the rope, thinking I'm just, I'll help him
Just give
out.
it a yank.
I give it a quick tug. Oh, no. That thing had a solid 14 inches still inside of him.
Oh, good gravy.
I give it a tug. It comes out that long out of his butt still. And he goes... And the entire family of Mexicans just start busting up laughing in their van. And then they're all trying to move back to their seats, and this van is shaking. And my dog starts freaking out because the van's shaking. And then he just basically turned around. He wanted to go home.
Yeah, that was it
We were
for him.
half a block from home, and he was like, I'm done with this walk.
He was like, that was embarrassing.
I just want to go. Everyone had to watch me struggle to poop.
Well, I wouldn't
This van's moving.
I wouldn't enjoy that much string getting yanked out of me either.
Yeah,
There that much out already. I thought that'd be it.
It was like a magician's handkerchief. You just kept pulling and pulling
I
and
thought
pulling.
worst case, and the thing is, the actual worst case, you know what was on the end of it? A knot.
Uh-oh.
There was actually a knot at the end.
Tiny little knot.
Oh,
But yeah, it was enough that,
You could hear it.
yeah.
Made a little sound.
I don't like that.
Not exactly. I was close to some running vehicles, so I wasn't close enough to his butthole to hear it, but I can imagine he probably wasn't far off.
Oh,
So,
I'm gonna give you a history fun fact. When England was preparing, so during World War II, they were preparing for the invasion of Germany. In a matter of 4 days, they removed 50,000 road signs because they wanted the Germans not know where they were going, so they wanted to make sure they got lost. So they removed all signs, like all road signs, to make sure that they didn't have any idea where they were at.
see, I could see certain southern states of the U.S. still using that tactic, being like, we're being invaded, take down the road signs.
Get the road signs out of here.
There's like, the people invading just look at their phones, they're like,
All right,
we got to
We have
turn left
GPS
here.
now. Yeah.
The capital is this way.
As it turns out, it's not 1930 anymore.
Oh,
We
you have
GPS.
airplanes? Yes, we'll go that direction.
All right, cool. We'll fly over. How about
As
that?
long as they have the Luftwaffe and compasses, they should be able to figure it out.
I just thought it. Well, I mean, it throw you off a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no,
It'd slow you
especially
down.
at that
You
time.
know,
Yeah, definitely
as long as they just trusted themselves and relied on teamwork, like I think anything's possible.
I feel
Really,
like the Germans were all about the teamwork,
they were about teamwork.
forced teamwork, but
and
teamwork.
exclusivity, yes. Teamwork and exclusivity.
But they were a snazzy dressed group.
That's yeah. I mean, he's not wrong.
I feel like this whole family relationship with the Nazis is, you want more Hitler statues, you want to look like a Nazi.
You're a Kellerman. Like you have the German name.
Oh yeah, very German.
That's true. It's a good thing you didn't have the take of the snazzy jerseys.
I don't want to look like the Nazis. I mean, I don't want to look like the Nazis. I don't want to wear what they wear, but
The Nazis
They
are
were
my
snazzy.
favorite sports team.
they were snazzy.
Why are you wearing a Nazi uniform? It's my favorite sports team. It's like wearing a Cardinals jersey.
It is.
I didn't say anything.
I would.
This is
I'd
all
just
you,
like to
there,
say
big guy.
I am not advocating that wearing a Cardinals jersey and wearing a Nazi uniform are anything alike.
Just specify this.
His personal opinions are irrelevant in this matter, but he's not advocating for it openly.
Did you have a history fun fact you wanted to share?
Yeah, the shortest war in history happened in 1897. It was the Anglo-Zanzibar War, and according to reports, it either lasted somewhere between 37 minutes and 45 minutes.
Did anyone die?
I don't believe so. No,
That would have been depressing.
that would have been
Yeah,
dying
heard-
in 37
Imagine
minutes.
reading in the papers and they're like, 30. The war lasted 37 minutes, and then you get like a notice like 2 days later, and they're like, your son has died. It's like, what?
That would.
Dang it! How did he even get there?
Gosh dang it, Billy.
There were 13,000 soldiers at this battle, and my son died. What are the odds?
The only casualty.
Dad immediately goes, I'm buying a lottery ticket.
Don't know if that's the luck you want there.
Your luck's got to come due.
Yeah.
It's almost
You know
got to
what?
shift the other way.
For each action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Well, did you
I
know
like
that
it.
the
I
Battle
can
of New Orleans occurred after
The war.
the war was already
That's
over?
true.
Yeah.
In 1814, we took a little trip along
That-
with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi.
Took
Took a little bacons and we took a little beans and we fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans.
We fired our guns.
I have no idea what this is.
Johnny Horton?
Yeah.
Nope.
It's the
That's a
Battle
good
of New
tune.
Orleans.
Johnny Horton?
That's the guy who sings it.
Yeah. The Battle of New Orleans.
Isn't that
We
the
fired our
donut
guns
guy?
and the
That's
British kept
Tim
coming.
Hortons.
Tim Hortons. There we go. I knew it was right on Horton.
You were right on Hortons. You were.
I wasn't. Okay.
You ever heard the song?
No.
You,
Yeah.
I'll have to play it for you. But
It's a good tune.
We don't
It is a
even play
good
it on the
tune.
podcast. We don't know the rights to it. But
Yeah, we don't have the rights
because
to it.
I'll do it
You can
after
play it on
this.
Spotify
Oh, really?
through. Yeah, if Nick was smart enough to do it, yeah, you could play it.
Something tells
Wow.
me. Oh.
Throwing some shade.
Nick is catching strays.
He said this. In case you couldn't see his eyes here, Nick, he said he's looking at me and talking, and he goes, "Well, if Nick was smart enough, he would," and gave the camera a look.
As if the camera is you, Nick.
That was shots fired. He's gonna somehow figure out how to edit out the middle of the camera. So
It's just Griff and I.
a black bar in the middle, and us two are sitting on the side of a table. It's like we're just talking to each other with a voice.
He's
Just
gonna
saying,
be- he's gonna beep
He
all
also
of-
will never monetize this podcast either.
Never,
Never.
Nick.
Nick.
All right. Anyways,
Oh, sorry. Also, did you? This is you saying the shortest battle. You may have not heard this or not, but the last time Liechtenstein ever went to war, have you heard about this?
Does Liechtenstein still exist?
Yeah, Liechtenstein's a little
Okay,
country.
well, so they didn't lose the war.
Side note of Liechtenstein folklore, Snoop Dogg tried to rent the whole country of Liechtenstein for a music video.
More or less than The Rock.
Hell yes. Probably more. I'm not guessing that much more though.
Liechtenstein's like 90 square miles.
Can we get The Rock? So basically like The Rock and Stone Cold Price.
Well,
Yeah.
And Liechtenstein would have told him yes, they just didn't give him enough notice. That was the only problem.
Okay, so what was the amount?
I don't know what the amount was. I didn't.
We need to
find
know
it.
We need
this
that
amount.
amount. We need that dollar.
I'm sorry, I
amount.
didn't know that.
Then we have a
That
new
sounds
podcast goal. We would like to rent a country.
But the last time Liechtenstein went to war, they sent 80 men, and they
80.
and they returned back with 81. They made a friend on the way.
Well, that is just
It is.
good recruiting.
That is good recruiting.
I can't imagine.
That's the power of teamwork.
I can't
Yes.
imagine that guy. First of all, that guy's got to be just dumb as can be. Because if
Right.
I see 80 people walking and they're going, "We're representing our country. We're the entire military. We're going to war," and he's like, "I'm coming
You know
with
what?
you."
I like what you guys are
Right?
doing.
like
This
what you're
seems
about.
smart.
I like what you guys are doing.
Are
Yeah,
we
next
sure
year-
they didn't just miscount to start with?
I don't know. I mean, it's Liechtenstein.
First of all, the fact that they
I don't want
have a military is
to lose our
laughable.
listeners in Liechtenstein.
Apparently, all 400 potential listeners.
Hey! Liechtenstein's a great country.
What's the capital?
I don't know.
Who's the president?
I don't know.
What year was
We
it founded?
assume they have a president.
yeah.
This sounds like a country that has a king and it might
Who's
be
their
ruled
leader?
by a dog. This is like the equivalent of the U.S. towns that have dogs for mayors.
Yeah,
There's a three-legged elephant, and that is their ultimate ruler of Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein, and I like Luxembourg as well. Luxembourg's bigger though. Not very big, but it's big.
That sounds like a country that, like,
Luxembourg.
in World War II would have gotten like taken over by the Nazis, and they didn't even realize it for like 3 months.
Probably.
That's what we went through.
They're like, that's who those guys were. That's
Those were those two farm gates that we ran through. We ran through the farm gate on the way in, and we ran through the farm gate on the way out. That was the borders of the country.
I'll be
I'd
done.
like to argue at that point, but it's probably very accurate.
Yeah. There was a shepherd at each gate with a staff. You shout! Oh, they're past already. They're
Gosh,
They
dang.
already passed? Yeah, honestly, I forgot I didn't care. I forgot. I don't care.
okay.
We are into our competition this round. It'll be me and Zach against each other. Our wager is going to be either a Michael Scott Funko Pop or a
Kevin Malone Funko Pop. Kevin Malone.
Kevin
Spring
Malone
Soda.
Funko Pop.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That's works for me.
Okay. Today is Guess That State for state mammals.
State mammals. Guess that state.
Wait.
I'm going to give you the mammal.
Okay.
You have to tell me what state it is.
Oh, like what? So, for instance,
For its official state mammal.
did you do Illinois by chance?
No, that'd be too
Okay.
easy.
So that'd be the white-tailed deer, right? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
I probably, sure.
Yes.
You don't know that?
I didn't put it on my list.
Okay, yeah, white-tailed deer is the state mammal. I know all of the Illinois states because that's what we have in the Illinois Constitution. I know all the symbols.
Okay.
You know,
When did Illinois ratify its constitution?
When did it become a state,
Our
or when did
most
it ratify its
recent one?
constitution?
For its initial constitution.
December 3rd, 1818.
August 26th, 1818. It's my birthday.
Yeah,
it
somebody
August?
just lied to you.
August 26th, 1818.
Oh, that's 1818.
Mom, what
Whatever.
else special happened on this day? I don't know. Illinois ratified their constitution.
Blah, 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 blah. I was 3. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
1818
ratification, joining the union, perfect.
That's the tattoo he has on his back is the Illinois Constitution.
We the people of Illinois.
Yeah, we the people.
In order to form a more perfect union.
Okay,
That's the U.S., not
Mhm.
Illinois.
ready?
Yeah.
White-tailed deer.
You said it wasn't.
Oh,
I'm still writing it. It is,
Yeah.
so.
Illinois.
Nope, Georgia. Also has the white-tailed deer as their official mammal.
It's not wrong. We're not wrong. I'm just saying. We're not wrong. I throw my challenge flag out. We're not wrong.
Challenge what?
Our challenge flag.
0-0.
No.
The American bison.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know if this is
I
right,
don't
but
like
I feel
this. I don't like this.
like it's Montana.
No, it is Kansas.
Zach guessed Wyoming.
You should have seen the way I wrote that W. I was like, what am I, Nick?
All right. I'm going to make sure you each get a point in this competition, okay? What state is the Hawaiian monk seal?
I feel like it's a trick question at this point.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Hawaii.
Correct. You're both on the board.
Yay.
Yeah, so because
The bison was a good one, though. I like that.
bison was a good one.
Would not have guessed Kansas, though.
I wouldn't have guessed Kansas.
I guess the plains of Kansas.
That's
though.
true.
That makes
That's
sense.
true.
American black bear.
That's a good one. American black bear. Yeah. We'll go with it. Your guess?
Maine.
Washington.
Nope. Go back home to Greenbow, Alabama.
Alabama black bear. Really?
Good gravy.
Huh. I kind of like this category, though. It's kind
Yeah, this is a good one.
I like it.
I saw a black bear in Vermont one time. It's pretty cool. I drove through.
When I was staying in Gatlinburg, we had one literally walk in our cabin, or not in our cabin, but like on the deck
Oh,
and
that's
stuff like
dope.
that. Yeah, I
They're
was
cool.
kind of scared a little bit, but I'm like, it's used to people.
Saw
It's not
one
gonna
poking
come.
through a trash can down in Gatlinburg
Yeah.
one time. The gray fox.
Gray fox. Honestly, I think as long as one of us guesses one, I think we're going to win.
Yeah.
The gray fox.
I have no idea.
Gray fox. This is not right, but I feel like it's...
Neither is this.
What do you got? Indiana? Arkansas.
Nope. Delaware.
Ah.
Of course.
Is Delaware even a state?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
We'll
the first
revisit
one.
that.
You say that, but who knows?
Delaware
really?
was the very
Were
first.
you there?
Okay, so this one is currently in the proposal stage of it. So I will give you the 4 animals they are considering.
Okay.
Well, okay.
There are
Alright.
4 animals this state is considering. They have not elected an
Oh.
They
official
haven't
state
elected
mammal
an
yet.
official
Okay.
state
So these are
mammal
the
yet.
4 that are being proposed.
Gotcha.
A white-tailed deer,
Okay.
a black bear,
Okay.
an eastern wolf, and a 13-lined ground squirrel.
All right. I think...
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
This doesn't make
either.
This doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It has to be a West Coast, like
I would
western side
think,
state, because
yeah.
they're newer
Right.
than the other ones.
Did you wait? Hold on. Before you show that answer, did you hear the third one? Eastern wolf.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. Oofta. Colorado.
No. Oofta, Minnesota.
Wow.
I still wouldn't have guessed that, though. If I was going to go east,
Yeah, probably not.
I was going to go, like, East Coast, like Maine again, where he went.
Yeah, I would not have gotten Minnesota.
Nope. Sure wouldn't have.
Desert bighorn.
Desert bighorn. Okay.
That actually seems like
I think one of us is going to guess it. I don't know which one, though.
me either.
I'm guessing New Mexico. What you got? Colorado?
Nope. Nevada.
God, son of a gun! Darn
Here's the
it!
thing, it wasn't going to be Nevada. My other guess was going to be Arizona. So I would not have guessed Nevada. Gosh dang it.
Beaver.
That was it.
Beaver?
Ooh, that's tough. Beaver. Beaver.
This one I will allow. So there are 2 states that both have the beaver. I will allow either state.
Okay. 2 states. Beaver.
I can't do the white-tailed.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We both got the points. We're still in the same situation. So
Yeah, I actually will give you the points for white-tailed deer because actually I should have done it that way too. There are white-tailed deer is the official mammal of like
multiple states.
18 states.
Really?
Yeah, a
That's
lot.
really interesting. Beaver. Back to the
I'll
beaver.
just go ahead and give you guys the points so it looks better.
Back to the beaver. I'm going
You just have to get one of the 2.
South Carolina.
New York is one of them.
Gosh.
New York and Oregon.
Dang it. Well, that makes sense because I don't know if they went this historic, but during the colonial times, New York was a big place of beaver pelts. That's where they sold a lot of. Dadgummit.
Rocky Mountain elk.
Rocky Mountain
elk.
High.
That was something.
I'm going to keep guessing it.
I'm going Wyoming. What do you
Utah.
got? Colorado? Gosh dang it. Utah?
Dang, is Utah even a state?
No.
I don't think it is.
a
I've never
territory.
been there.
Hey, Mormons got to go somewhere.
I've never been there. All I'm saying.
The American Badger.
Badger?
The American badger. That's an interesting
You're right, it is
one.
not the European Badger.
The American badger. There's the honey badger.
Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit.
I told him this. Didn't I say the story about your uncle about honey badger?
Yeah, you did.
The law badgers?
Yeah, the law badgers. Love that. We need. Come on. We need to sponsor by the law badgers.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, American badger. We'll go. I really don't know. Mississippi.
Nope. Wisconsin, the Badgers.
Oh yeah, the. Oofta.
Well, Shay, there are 2 questions left.
Oh boy,
You're down by 2.
it's not looking good. However,
I believe in you. Like, if you believe in yourself and we use the power of teamwork.
all right, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
But you can't use That'd be the
But
point.
by team, I mean, like, by yourself and me also by myself as well.
Moose.
A moose?
Moose.
This is the dumbest guess ever on Earth.
Moose.
But I think I'm going to be right.
Alaska.
Nope. Maine.
That's what I was going to write!
Maine. I did. Is there really moose in Maine?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know this.
There's driving through Maine, you can see on the roadside, you know how they'll have like deer.
Yeah, the deer
for the
signs.
next 20. They have moose signs throughout Maine.
I need to go to Maine.
It's awesome, beautiful. If you get up to Maine, go to Acadia National Park. There's Cadillac Mountain on Acadia National Park. It's allegedly the first place that America sees the sunrise because it's the furthest east, highest point. Gorgeous.
I believe that.
Okay, this one has 2 animals. This is the last question of regulation.
All right.
Shay is lost.
Thank you.
A white-tailed deer and a red fox.
The state has 2 animals. Mm-hmm. That just seems selfish. You get one. You don't get to pick up more.
One was found one was done in 1974. One was done in 1997.
You know, I feel like this is.
This is a guess, but I think I might be pretty close to
I
it.
feel like Kentucky would do that.
It is not either of those. It is Mississippi.
Son of a gun.
It is the white-tailed deer and the red fox.
Dude, Mississippi. Choose one, guys. Choose
That's
Louise.
right. You don't get to just keep adding
on.
animals.
Yeah.
The big brown bat.
Big brown bat. Let's go. Wyoming. Oh no, New Mexico. New Mexico.
It is indeed D.C.
It's DC.
That is impressive. That was going to be the tiebreaker. Thought I was going to throw you for a loop because it wasn't a actual state. It was territory. You know, whatever.
Well,
it
it
is.
didn't throw
I
him
know,
off.
it didn't throw him for a loop. That's why he's the winner.
Yeah. I like that, Griff. That was fun.
That was fun.
Nice.
I'm over here in the hole against him.
Yeah. Well, welcome to my life.
So him and Nick next time?
Yes. But I have a perfect category.
Don't tell me. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs. Meh.
Nick, we'll give Nick a heads up on this one. It is obscure porn stars or obscure female singers. I'm going to give you a name. You tell me which one of them they are.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Okay. You're good.
Here's the thing. I don't think you'd be studying that anyway, so I think...
Nick doesn't need to study it.
No, I'm not saying Nick. I'm saying Zach.
He might.
I might.
He's got time.
But he really doesn't have that much time.
I don't have that much time. I work a lot.
Yeah. He's a FedEx driver. He works constantly.
You'd have that time.
And long hours.
That's true. I like to listen to audiobooks when I'm in them.
I don't think
Well,
this.
yeah.
I don't think this category would be in an audiobook.
You don't think so?
I don't think. No.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I didn't figure books and Nick was going to be a category that would be perfect.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
But Nick's going to be like, editing his guess. Yeah, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Nick spends a lot of time in bookstores for someone that does not read.
Yeah. have you guys seen what Tracy McGrady said about Michael Beasley?
No.
No.
So first off, according to
Both of those two people are still alive.
Michael Beasley is one of the best one-on-one players
Oh, yeah.
ever. There's only been one person ever to beat Michael Beasley, and this is like him. He played like LeBron, all these like played everybody one-on-one. Didn't lose to anybody except one person. Do you know the one person?
I'm going to go out on a limb here, say Tracy McGrady.
It wasn't Tracy McGrady.
Oh.
You got to guess?
Udonis Haslam.
He do Turkey glue.
Bam Adebayo
Okay.
Really?
was the only one.
Well, that's because Bam could probably move his feet with him.
That's true.
No, because I remember they like whenever Beasley was with the Heat, like coming back around with the Heat,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd say that nobody could beat him.
Yeah,
Like he'd beat LeBron in one-on-ones.
just constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And according to Tracy McGrady, that Michael Beasley's being blackballed by the NBA because he's so good that he should be on some roster.
Yes and no. He's probably 33 now.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's
He can't stay out of his own way. He's kind of a head case.
Oh,
He's
yeah, he's
sporadic.
definitely a head
He's not
case.
being blackballed by the NBA.
No.
He's had multiple stops where he stopped showing up.
right. Yeah, and I was
Like-
going to say I mean, how many teams did he play on? Good gravy. Like,
You can be as good as you want to, but like that was a knock on him coming out too. That's why he didn't go number one. He probably should have went one over Rose. The reason he did not go number one was simply because like character concerns. He got kicked out of like 4 high schools.
Dude was a freaking animal at K-State.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
he was one of my favorite guys to always pick up off the just sign as a free agent in
2K.
You get him for the minimum.
Yeah.
There was a couple years you get Julius Randle for the minimum. I got him for the minimum. That was good too. But
I thought that was just interesting
Yeah.
that Tracy would say that.
no, he'd kill him. He's
But-
not being blackballed from the league right now. Though.
No,
Like, you
I wouldn't
can't-
say that he's
you
being
can't have-
blackballed
if-
from the league.
If
That's-
you just like, if you say you have like a mental break and you stop showing up one time to a team, like you got to be pretty talented to get a second shot.
right.
You do it twice, that's nobody's bringing you back.
Right.
Nobody's gonna waste a roster spot on you. Nobody's gonna bring you to practice.
Even
and
if you're the sucky Detroit Pistons.
I definitely wouldn't if I was a Pistons. All those young
Yeah.
players, no way.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart's already a borderline head case.
Yeah. And you're already struggling to find an identity.
No, you got to
environment.
be like.
Right.
Even then, you have to be like the Warriors at the peak,
Right.
to bring in a dude like him.
All right.
So that
Like-
way, if he screws around, you can just be like, well,
You're the
I mean,
Celtics now. You don't
right,
bring him in.
Right.
Like you have to be a team. Like it'd be a thing that the Mavericks, like somebody like the Mavericks, like if he was 5 years younger, the Mavericks, that'd be like the big talk of this offseason. Because you bring him into the right situation, it was like Meta World Peace coming into the Lakers.
Right.
You get the right players around. him.
D-Rod going against Bulls.
Yeah, D-Rod going to the Mavericks.
Oh.
12 games,
Yeah.
undressing in front of reporters.
D-Rod is an interesting character.
Uh-huh.
Getting into our next discussion will be the 5 easiest sports you think that we can go pro. The 5 easiest sports you think you can go pro in. I'll start off with baseball.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Bear
No,
with-
no, no, no.
Well,
Here's the thing.
the thing to be a pro is so low. The
That's
bar
exactly.
to be a pro is so low.
There's so many spots that you can get drafted and you're a pro. I'm not saying you're at the major.
If you want to make $100 a week, you can make $100 a week playing
you're
5
pro.
games of baseball.
That's technically
Right, yeah.
pro. So there's so many
Yeah.
pro baseball spots. I'm not saying making a roster of the MLB. Like I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you have A, you have AA, you have AAA, you have just the farming system. You have
Cactus leagues.
you
well,
have
you have independent leagues.
You have-
Springfield had a team for a number of years. It was literally just like college kids. They'd pay them like $150 a week and give them a place to live.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
Yeah, I mean, I
out
guess
there.
that makes a lot of sense.
How many you know of people like in your hometown or wherever, just small? Oh, they got drafted by whoever, but they never got above single A.
Right.
But they still got drafted. So technically,
In that same
Could
exact
it be me?
vein
Jason
of thought.
Isringhausen went to my high school.
Yeah,
well, Jason different.
good.
He built different.
he was good. Ice skating. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Ice
Golf.
skating would be incredibly hard. No, because even to get paid for golf is pretty high.
Well,
bar.
No, but they pay out through 30 places.
Yeah, but you got to be one of those 30. Even those mid-major tournaments, you have to be like top 5 to get take-home prize money.
I'm still gonna say golf. I mean, as far as like easy on your body too, Like, it would be easy to develop into a good golfer if you had a trainer. You know what I mean? But, like, you're not going to develop into a good football player. Like, football players are going to be football players. You know what I mean?
You can be regularly built like me and be a
right.
golfer.
Yeah. John Daly was a successful golfer.
It
You know what I mean?
is.
It still is a successful golfer.
That
So
goes
it's like,
to show.
it's not the same. Like, you're not going to develop into an NBA player. Like, you have to be an NBA
can
player.
be.
Well, you can develop into an NBA player, but you have to have a certain, like,
Udonis Haslam was there
Yeah,
exactly.
but Udonis was also 6'10", 6'11".
and was really
Right.
good at Florida too. But yeah,
Right.
other than that,
I'm going to say golf.
curling.
Is it
Curling?
professional curling?
Yeah, is there? That's a good
It's on
question.
TV.
But
There's
So we wanna talk
cornhole.
about, like,
There's
Olympic curling?
cornhole. So I'm sure there's sponsors. If it's on TV, there's going to be sponsors.
I would definitely say curling and cornhole as well.
I wouldn't say cornhole is one of the easier ones. Actually,
No.
I would say cornhole is one of the easier
on that
ones.
same
I
note,
think I could.
I put fishing,
Fishing, I like that.
Yeah,
professional fishing.
yeah.
I just put that on the list, and then the other one I put is soccer. But it's the same
thing.
concept.
I don't
of
know
baseball.
though.
No.
Still at soccer, you have.
Guys,
Yeah,
there
no.
are so you're
But
thinking
even in,
U.S.
No,
in US.
I know, but I'm saying even overseas, you still have to be good to get it. Like there's
That's
so
true.
much.
I'm not
competition
saying you don't have to be good, but there's so many spots.
There are a lot of spots. There's so many leagues, and they have like, and that's one of my favorite things in soccer is they have like demotion. Like
Yeah.
the bad teams are just you're not in our league anymore.
I hate soccer.
Go home.
I hate soccer, but I love the idea
I
of
love
demotion.
the concept of demotion.
I love
it.
I wish we
You got to
could do
win.
it.
You got to win. You got to go out there and you got to play. You got
I
to
wish
win.
we
They
could
should
do
do it in baseball.
They should do it in baseball.
They should do it in baseball.
Baseball
There's no
should
reason
do
they
it.
can't do it.
No,
There's no reason.
Now,
they can't.
like other sports, I wouldn't say you have
basketball,
the
you-
infrastructure. Like basketball, you don't have the infrastructure. Like
Football, you don't have the. I get it. Actually, I wish football we could do the XFL. You the winner.
Oh no, that'd be so brutal. That'd be so brutal. Because everybody on the XFL, that's why the XFL, they're always like, this quarterback sucks. He can't throw the ball. And it's like, yeah, he had 1.3 seconds every possession to
Right.
throw a football because anybody who can block anybody is in the NFL.
Right.
Yeah.
If you can move your feet after they say hike, you're in the NFL.
Well, I mean the. Battlehawks just had 2 offensive linemen signed with NFL teams. They had a
Yep.
linebacker signed with an NFL
Nice.
And running back. Mm-hmm. And a wide receiver's going to.
team. Hakeem Butler definitely will. They ought to.
He spent last year with the Steelers.
I wish so badly we could do that with our sports, like football. I know, again, baseball. There's no reason we shouldn't do baseball.
Right.
Like
All right.
baseball, definitely needs it.
New podcast thing. We're going to pick one sport we're going to try and become professional in that one sport.
Okay.
Fishing would be our definite go-to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking bobsled.
And you know what? You know what?
Bobsled, no.
You know what they say about
Nick could be in
sports?
the front.
It gets so easier.
Nick could be in the back. We might just leave him. Nick gets whatever space is left at the back of the thing.
Nick's not gonna be able to see over anybody.
If we put the rest of us, if we put Nick in the front,
Yes.
we're gonna be going down the track like this. But Nick's got to be in the back. If there's space, he hops on. He might be holding on to somebody's back. There's just Zach in the back with Nick holding on. Nick's
just get him some fiberglass sheeting, and he just rides behind it.
What
Like
was
a
the Jamaican bobsled movie?
Cool Runnings.
Cool Runs. We're gonna have Cool Runs too.
What about
Us four.
auto racing? In that same vein, because like dirt track, all those things, those people are technically getting sponsorships that are prize money.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. That's not wrong.
we should. I sent the thing.
You did, the go-karts.
It's like go-karts.
I did. Yeah, we said.
We
Yeah,
should do that.
we could do that.
Just
For
everybody
those who
makes a
doesn't know what he's
go-kart.
talking about, Griff sent a video about this guy made
Group
a
of guys.
group.
Yeah.
Well, obviously one guy on his property made a track for, and they bring in go karts and to just race like I guess like once a month or I don't know what the situation was.
Dirt
but
track as adults.
yeah, and you have to race kid go karts around, which that would be fun.
That would be so
That
much
would be a
fun. Everybody
blast.
like customized theirs, but there's like limit on the engine size and stuff.
yeah, you can't just super deck it out. That wouldn't be fair.
I'm just
I
gonna
think
put a
that would
lawn.
be-
I'm just gonna put a lawnmower engine on it.
Zach just butting around.
I'm gonna put a diesel engine on mine.
Put a power stroke in it.
Definitely getting beat off the line. But I'll pull anybody out of a ditch.
What's your thoughts on the hot dog eating contest this year?
It's a sham. I will not watch. This is ridiculous.
I don't get it. Like
Joey Chestnut is not participating.
we.
No one cares.
I talk-
don't think like literally. Here's the thing: you are a 10 terrible. You're
It's
a
a gimmick.
league that no one cares about.
It's a gimmick. It's always been a
Change
gimmick.
the freaking rules and let him participate.
Right. It's always been a gimmick. I was talking about it with my girlfriend's family last night. Like, I understand. It's
See, this is a talk. Maybe this is their plan, and then he will get let in on July 2nd.
maybe.
Oh,
This is
So
their plan because we're talking
it's a
about
marketing play. It
It's
could be
smart.
because my whole thought is like I understand it's Nathan's hot dog eating competition. They should be able to host their competition in any way they want to host their competition. But the fact of the matter is, you can name Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi. Name me one other hot dog eater.
Nick would give a porn star right now at this point.
Here's the thing.
Give me one other one. This would be like the NBA saying LeBron couldn't compete because he wanted to wear an Adidas headband
No,
or
this
some
would
some
be like
crap
the
like
Olympics
that.
happening, and they're saying, "Yeah, the U.S. just isn't going to participate this year."
Right.
Who's watching?
Right. Nobody. I think it's silly. I think it's think it's silly. I think Nathan's is. I
Unless
understand.
it is a
I
marketing
understand,
ploy, it is
but
broken.
I think it's a terrible idea. I get their point, but
Here's the
it's
thing.
a silly idea.
If you really want to punish him, don't suspend him. Make him actually compete using the Impossible hot dogs.
Yeah, because that sounds
That's punishable.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Say like you want to eat
Oofta.
Impossible hot dogs, we're making them out of crickets. Now you're eating cricket dogs.
and slime.
And slime?
That's what the vegan ones are.
Oh.
They're paste turned into food-looking items.
Okay.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Couldn't be me.
Of all the sponsorships,
I'm also
though, why
not
would you
facing
take...
70 dogs in 10 minutes. Good gravy.
Oh, boy.
Facing 70 dogs. I'm not sure what
I'm
the
not
time
facing
is.
70 dogs over a
I
summer.
would need a month for 70 dogs. I'm like 2 a day.
How long would it... Seriously.
I don't know, but I would love to see Shay compete in this. We need to make we talked about this. We need to make a podcast episode where we go to a Fogo de Chão, which is a Brazilian steakhouse, where they just keep bringing out meat until you put up you put your green flag down, and they keep bringing it to you. You put a red flag down and you stop. I want to take Shay there, and I want to see at what point they put down the red flag.
They walk
They're
over
just
to the
like,
table.
no.
There's a limit, sir.
Yeah.
You're
That's
being
how we shut down
dramatic about how much I eat.
The Chinese restaurant, or the Chinese buffet in Carnival used to have all-you-can-eat crab legs. We broke them on a Friday afternoon. They never did it again. We went in there, and we just kept eating crab legs. We showed up when they opened at 11. 4:30, they kicked us out. We just kept eating crab legs for 5.5 hours.
Good gravy.
Kicked us out, never brought back crab legs.
Well, here's the thing with crab legs is it takes you so much work to get them, but by the time you get the meat,
It's worth it.
You're hungry back over again.
It's worth it.
No, not worth
I'm
it,
a
actually.
shoveler.
I love crab legs.
So,
I love the meat, but I don't like the work.
these two things actually kind of tie into the surprise that I brought you guys today.
Oh, no.
All right.
So,
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't like cans. I don't like this is going.
I think we're
told
eating
you
cat
guys
food today, Shay.
Yeah, that's what he's
that we would eat like royalty.
Oh, no.
And we all know as we age, we're always looking for ways to make ourselves healthier. This is a healthy food option.
It's actually healthy.
It is a healthy food option. We are going to eat King Oscar's olive oil sardines.
Okay, hold on. Give me the nutrition.
It is cat food.
It is cat
230 calories per serving, 16 grams of protein per serving, 20% of your daily value of
Sodium?
Calcium.
Where's your sodium?
We haven't gotten there yet. 0 grams of sugar.
No sugar.
Okay, good.
Contains 2,200 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids per serving.
Boom.
All right.
We have to open it up.
You never did say the sodium.
Vitamin D. 40% of your daily vitamin D.
Again, my sodium,
Your sodium, 15% of your daily value.
that's not as high as I thought it was
That
going
is
to be.
also not
Me
as high.
either. I thought it was going to be
6% of your
chock-full.
iron, 6% of your potassium, 0% of your dietary fiber.
Okay.
4 servings per box. A serving size is 1 can drained.
Sardines. I can honestly say I've never had sardines, and you know what?
I've never in my life had sardines either.
I will try this.
We don't just get regular sardines. We get King Oscar sardines. If they'd like to sponsor
Hey,
us.
we're at the top tier sardines. I feel like that's high
Premium
class.
quality King Oscar Briesling sardines have been wild caught, authentically wood smoked, and carefully hand packaged for generations. A proud Norwegian seafood tradition since 1902.
My question for you is,
Gluten free.
how did you come up with this idea? Or did you
Yeah.
just walk in and say, you know what, this is what we're going to have?
for some reason that I'm still not sure of, it showed up on Things You May Like on Amazon. And I was like, you know what? We'll give it a whirl.
What do you ordered on Amazon?
Yeah, seriously, you ordered sardines.
Algorithm is weird. Look at that can. It's cat food.
It is. It's a gold can with the pull tab, just like cat food.
It's cat food.
It is.
Something to drain into.
Oh yeah, that'd. Well,
Okay.
if you'd empty the trash can once in a while.
Well, that's a fair point.
This is fantastic video content. Draining a can of sardines into a coffee bag.
If Black Rifle Coffee would like to
Why don't you just grab the other coffee mug?
I don't want to have to take it over and wash it.
Yeah, no, wash
I can just wrap it back up and throw it in the trash can.
Throw it in the bag. Right. And Black Rifle Coffee, we drink Black Rifle Coffee, and you can tell because the bag is empty.
Yeah, it's.
You can tell because it's no longer here.
Here we go.
You can tell that it is.
Oh
That it is.
my! That hit you in the nostrils.
No,
Hit
hit
you
me
in
in the eyeballs. It's a fish. It has scales on it. I did not think it was going to have scales on it.
It's a whole sardine, Griff.
It smells like the bear enclosure at the zoo.
Oh. Now you talk about like.
Now I'm going to have to take out the trash. Give it a whiff.
That smells like my fish bait that I use.
Shark bait. Brouhaha.
Oof, 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 oof. Oof, that smells like my farts are going to be stinking.
It is a good source of protein.
Griff, you gotta do one first, though.
No, we're all doing them at the same time.
No, I don't trust you because
I will
you've done
eat it.
that before.
I will eat it.
I don't trust you.
I will eat it.
I don't trust
I
you.
promise I will eat it.
You've been known
One
to
time.
try to fake it out.
That was only with thick water. Actually,
You need thick water to drain it down
No,
afterwards?
Yes.
absolutely not. That sounds disgusting.
here.
That sounds like worse than just eating the sardine on its own.
It's not. It's
It's not,
actually
but-
not that bad.
Thick water's pretty good.
It doesn't taste. It's just obviously she thick. She thick.
It looks like Cairo corn syrup.
Go. Something to rinse it out whenever you're done.
If he would eat the sardine and then drink that, he may throw up.
You won't throw up.
Like again, the taste isn't bad. It's just it's so.
Does it just taste just like water?
It kind of like how would you describe the taste of that?
Thick.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a texture.
It's,
Again, I haven't heard a taste yet.
Also a flavor. I didn't know it was a flavor. It's got a tail and everything. Are we supposed to eat it like with the tail?
I don't
Yeah, is it
know.
like a shrimp? Do you peel the tail or?
I don't think I'm going to eat the tail.
Beep beep. In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm taking the biggin.
It's falling apart. I'm
I like olive oil. I'm super happy about that.
yeah.
The skin.
Griff, what did it say?
You can buy tin sardines that are skinless and boneless,
Why did you order that?
but the skin and bones are completely edible.
Well, I guess it's the same concept when you eat salmon. You can eat the skin off of salmon. I don't.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Griff. You're taking out the best part is the olive oil. You just smashed it.
You have to lick it. Now you have to lick it off the paper towel.
I obliterated him.
Oh my god.
All right.
That
Boys.
I don't feel good about this.
Tie 'em.
I don't feel good about this.
Shaybird.
Shay.
I don't.
Shaybird.
You're eating the tail?
I'm eating the whole thing.
I'm eating the whole thing. I'm gonna put it in my mouth and swallow it as quickly as possible.
No, you gotta. Wait, ruling. You gotta get 4 chews.
4?
4 chews. First of all, it has bones in it. You don't want to. You don't just want to down the hatchet.
Maybe I do. Maybe I've never had one. Maybe I do.
Oh, don't look at the insides of them. It is disgusting. Cheers.
Why do you do this?
Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
Tie 'em.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. 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 So,
I will say it's not the grossest thing I've ever
Not the
eaten.
grossest, but it's still not great. I can't imagine just
What in the
snack.
f- is that?
Drink the thick water.
That was grosser than sardine.
I can't believe you drink the thick water. You doubled down.
I can't get the fish taste out of my mouth.
No.
Is it-
No.
and that color of the insides there? That color in nature typically
It's gray.
identifies inedible.
It kind of it tastes like salmon a little bit.
It does taste a little bit like salmon.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a fishy taste.
It does. That was, a fishy taste. I don't know how else to describe it.
The
Though.
aftertaste is significantly worse than the actual taste.
I'm glad I still have coffee left. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I can't get that out of my mouth.
I wish I still tasted the sardines and not that water. That was a joke, actually. That was a joke.
So Nick,
You know how many chews I gave that thing?
I gave it about 4.
I gave
I gave it exactly 4.
I think I gave it 4 or 5. I don't remember. I just was
I
going
think I blacked
after it.
out after 3.
I was. Oh my
I think I got
gosh,
to a 4th.
Griff. Why?
It doesn't leave the mouth.
No.
It lingers.
It lingers really bad.
to.
King Oscars, we'll
No.
still take your sponsorship.
I mean,
We'll definitely still take your
here's a
sponsorship.
question: would you take a sponsorship if he says every time we on our episode we have to do a sardine?
How much is a sponsorship?
Yeah, what's the
probably.
sponsorship?
That's fair. That's fair. How much would a sponsorship have to be for you to be able to say okay?
$100 a podcast.
$100 a podcast? You know what? I could
$100
do that for
an episode
$100
for sure.
I could do that. I probably start learning. I probably get appreciation for it.
To be honest with you, I'd probably do 50.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
probably
sardine.
We record
You know what I
2
mean?
in a day. I'd eat 2 sardines to get $100.
Right.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah, it's just
4
eating a
times a month.
sardine. It's not like you got to get punched in the face or something.
That's
It's
an
eating
easy,
a sardine.
That's an easy $5,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it.
We'd be able to really upgrade this place.
God, it's like coating my teeth.
Uh huh.
It is. It is. I can feel it, like,
Yeah.
in my mouth. It's got a mouth feel.
That's the thick water.
That's the thick water.
All right,
was
I'm going
worse.
to toss the sardines into this bag,
Yeah.
burn it.
Yeah. That's about the only thing you can do.
You got any farm cats? Leave it out there for them.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
have farm cats.
Yeah.
Also have farm raccoons.
Yeah, they need it too.
Raccoons. You're getting crazy.
Cannot get that taste out of my mouth.
No, you haven't even got to your coffee
Should
yet.
on the spam.
Should have done the spam. Now we need the spam. I like spam.
Spam is actually good.
Spam's good, actually. I'm not going to hate on
I
spam
like- I
at
like
all.
the
We
ta- I
actually
like
need to
the
reach
taste of
out to
spam.
spam.
I
'cause
enjoy
I
it.
would eat spam every
Oh,
podcast.
yes. No, for sure.
100%. Well, we may kill Nick with cholesterol, like with the sodium.
Let's be honest with ourselves. We would not be killing Nick. We might be shortening his already shortened life expectancy, but we're not killing him. Love you, buddy.
we love him. It's just he knows. I mean, his sodium intake,
It's up there.
caffeine intake, lack of sleep.
Yep.
Other than that,
Nick's doing great.
he's doing great.
Doing great.
Overall pale complexion.
Well, you don't have to go into that.
Poor. That's a lack of vitamins.
Is that?
Can be a sign of. Yeah.
Not I, said the rabbi. I take a multivitamin every day.
I
I have to
don't.
take a multivitamin. That's it. That's what I took before we started.
I don't. I need to.
You're gonna die.
Every day.
I mean, we all are, but
I always tell Hillary I'm going to die by what I say. I think I said 65.
oh, I told Kristen 52 whenever we started dating.
52?
Yeah.
I dated a girl one time. She said, I don't know.
Oh, hold on. That's not where I thought that was going.
She said, I don't know. I've always had a feeling I was going to die young. And I was like what? Like young? Like what? And she's like, I don't know, like 20, 27.
They didn't break up. She died.
I was like, what?
Turns out she was right.
I was like, 27? That's where you're putting your life?
I thought
That sounds like a-
100%
I like
whenever he
27
jumped
Club.
in off of what I said that he was going to say he once dated a 52-year-old.
Thought she was going to die young.
45.
Yeah. Gold digger. Dude, that's a long con if you're dating a 52-year-old. If you're going to be a gold digger, you got to go after like 80-something.
Yeah, because you still
Yeah.
you could still have 30 years.
She might outlive you still.
Maybe.
Well, if not like your great grandma, she lived. How?
97.
Ruth just. His great grandma
97.
died.
97.
Just recently
Impressive.
died.
Yeah, very impressive.
Kristen's side of the family lives longer too. My side does not live long. Like 80s.
80s is not bad.
Yeah, and they were all way unhealthier than me, so I think I have a decent chance. But I'm sticking with 52.
My oldest
52 is a good run.
72.
52 is a good run.
52 is enough to
Yeah.
accomplish things,
Oh, yeah.
enough to see things happen, but then you don't really see the massive declines in quality of life. And people still say you died young, which is a nice, like, to be thought of in the same term as young.
Yeah. At 52?
Yeah.
Speaking of dying young and at 52, I saw, the memorial bumper stickers people have for
Yeah.
gone too soon or whatever, like rest easy angel. I saw one the other day. The guy was 88.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we doing?
No, it seems like I want to make a bumper sticker that's like, it was time.
Like, I didn't want him to die or anything,
Yeah.
but he
He
was
lived a
88
full
years
life.
old. Like,
He lived 4 years on a machine. Had me on the walk for himself since the 90s.
Had the iron lung.
Thought Madonna was still famous.
I can smell it on my fingers. It's still on my fingers.
Oh, that is a... Why
It is-
would you tell us?
I just went and took a drink of my energy drink here, and I was like, that is fish.
Why would you tell me?
Why did you buy it? Here's the thing. You're the one who brought this.
I was exploring sponsorship opportunities.
There's something.
I'm going to leave that there and see how bad this entire podcast is.
Please
Smells
take the
by
trash
milkshake.
out. Please. It's going to be awful in here if you don't. Especially with the heat.
Oh, that's true.
It's going to get up to 98
and I'm
tomorrow.
going to turn off that AC. It's going to be like 93 degrees in here.
Oh, that's going to be good. That's going to...
And then next week I'll throw that lid back on it, and I'll tell Nick that it's a new box. That's how Nick dies.
That would... Just the smell. Not even ingesting it. The smell would do it.
That'd be awful.
I think I'm going to bring back Spam.
We need to bring back Spam. I
think we
want
need some-
Spam.
I think we need
Yeah.
some good Spam and pancakes.
Spam cakes.
Spam is what I'm going to bring to
We
Nick's
do need
fight
to go
night.
back to...
Yeah,
need to bring in different
I've
syrups.
heard a griddle in the first episodes, and now we're nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't find the power cord for the griddle. I found it now. It was in the seat of my Jeep.
Bring the griddle back. We'll do...
It was just where you
Next
left
time-
it, wasn't it?
No, it was wedged in the seat of the Jeep.
Next time we bring Zach down, we'll do pancakes and different syrups. Yep. We'll do that. Or waffles. I'm a big waffle guy, too.
And in the morning, I make waffles.
And Spam?
And Spam.
And dang, we're going to be eating like kings.
We
Legit
will
kings,
be
not
eating
that
kings, not
kings.
sardines.
That was awful.
I don't know. That came in a pretty shiny container.
Okay, great.
It's literally King Oscar.
Yeah, King Oscar. King of the... Swedish?
I don't know.
I
You
forget
can
what...
look back.
Norwegian.
Norwegians!
All right. Let's wrap this up. I'm done with that.
It's packed in...
Happy Mother's Day, guys.
Happy.
It's packed in Poland or in El Segundo, California.
One of the two.
One of the two. Pretty close.
It says nothing but the finest sardines from this area, and it's like, oh, El Segundo.
That's a finest sardine. I shudder to see an average one.
Yeah.
All right, well, as always, please rate, review, subscribe.
If you're...
5 stars.
Thanks for coming, Zach.
as Nick would say, have a happy Sunday morning.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
As Nick would
Day.
say.
It's true.
Happy Easter. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Whatever day it is.
Yep.
All right. Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.